The BharatNet project is planned to connect around 2.5 lakh gram panchayat which are located across the country. Now, e-governance is the core mantra these days. So, for providing e-governance to the rural area, you need connectivity, and that for that connectivity, the first thing is your internet services that would be provided through optical fiber network. So, this will provide various type of telecom services to the rural areas. Now, the internet service provider like mobile operator, they can be utilized, internet service provider, cable TV operator, content provider. They can also launch their services in rural area using these systems. Now, when the optical fiber network is reaching up to the panchayat level, application like e-health, e-education, e-governance can be provided. The outline of this National Optical Fiber Network or the BharatNet was proposed way back in 2011. It was proposed way back in 2011 and it was to be executed through a special purpose vehicle set up for this purpose, and that was named Bharat Broadband Network Limited, BBML, Bharat Broadband Network Limited. And this has been incorporated as a company under Companies Act of 1956. So this company, Bharat Broadband Network Limited, was set up for implementing this project of connecting around 2.5 lakh panchayat through optical fiber network. That is the basic thing. Now, Telecom Commission approved this project in 2016. It went to the commission, it was approved by them in 2016. There are different phases of this program. The first is first phase, under which around 1 lakh gram panchayat would be connected. And the first phase was implemented by 3 central public sector unit like BSNL, 3 public sector unity being BSNL, RailTel and Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. And it was expected to be completed by 2017. Slight delay was there. The second phase is using a mix of optical fiber as well as radio and satellite system. So the first phase was on your optical fiber. The second phase includes optical fiber plus satellite tech and other area. And this was being implemented by the 3 central public sector unit that we refer to, BSNL, RailTel and PGCIL, and the state government through their DISCOMs or other agency. So in this phase, even the center was giving funding to the state government, and the state government could implement the project through their own agencies. The third phase is your futuristic network with ring topology on higher scale, so that can be used between district and block and gram panchayat, etc. And this is targeted to be completed by 2023. This is the upper level where the different e-governance system can be implemented right from district up to the panchayat level. And this will be completed by 2023. A broadband or internet connectivity, especially broadband, is a key tool for improving the life of people. Nowadays, you cannot think of people just going into queue and filling form or depositing fee or anything else. So this provides you different kind of services. It gives you equitable access to information and knowledge. So until unless the village are connected with knowledge network, they will lag behind. So this will have a direct impact on day-to-day life, and this will increase the trade and employment avenue available at the local place. For example, a person living in Himachal, a homestay fellow who has set up his home in a village in Himachal, he can book his homestay, right? That homestay can be booked by a person from Delhi. He need not go to Himachal, he will book from his home and facility can be availed. That could be done through this. So you all know broad application of the ICT, information communication technology, ranging from e-commerce to e-banking, e-governance, e-education, telemedicine, and all these require high speed internet connectivity. A slow speed can affect these processes. So this BharatNet or NFN will facilitate these processes like e-commerce, e-banking in the far-flung areas. In the hilly state like Himachal, states of Northeast or Andaman Nicobar, the internet connectivity is being provided through the satellite of the GSAT series. So you have even involvement of the satellite of the INSAT series for this purpose. BharatNet is for connecting the panchayat, whereas another national network, broad national network, is NKN, National Knowledge Network. National Knowledge Network connects institution. NKN, the name itself, knowledge network. You are connecting different institutions which are associated with research, teaching, R&D, etc. So it provides a high bandwidth pan-India network. So at high bandwidth pan-India network, and this connects the knowledge related institution in the country. Knowledge related. So it includes universities, research center, higher research center, etc. What is the purpose? The purpose is that the network will bring quality institution together, and they can share their research facility. It will create a pool of highly trained professionals who would be interacting through each other while they are physically located at different locations. So establishment of National Knowledge Network, we are talking about a knowledge society. So when you talk about a knowledge society or a knowledge-based economy, knowledge network will play a key network. And this will be connecting around 1500 institutions across the country. And it will interconnect all the knowledge and research institutions in the country using high bandwidth network. And this will enable the researcher, the scientist, and the student across the board to work with each other. And this will help in advancing both research area, knowledge area, as well as your economy. So some of the application of National Knowledge Network are, it can enable country-wide virtual classroom. The professor of IIT Delhi or Mumbai or Chennai can take class even in Chhattisgarh without going over there. Collaborative research between different institutions. For example, on the same metal, say iron and steel, different institutions can collaborate. Say one is working on the strength of iron and steel, other can work on the corrosion property of iron and steel, etc. Then virtual library. The books and the other research material in digital format, journal, etc., they can be shared. Grid computing. Using this grid, they can use the common computing resources. It can act as a network technology test bed. How the technologies of the network system can work. And a fast speed network at the end can also be utilized for e-governance infrastructure. So these are some of the application of National Knowledge Network.